Kev, we're sitting down for a more serious chat than normal today. I'll let you explain what it's about.
Yeah, it is different to the usual interview. Yeah, to be honest with you, it's pretty much just to kind of come out and say, obviously, I've been obviously fighting a chronic kidney disease, a kidney failure, ever since I've started playing football. I've had it my whole career, and obviously been under the orders of the doctors throughout my whole career, and obviously no one sees this part of football. People just see you on the pitch and they heard of your opinions of you on the pitch, and that's that. And so I just to kind of come out with this, and I've had a lot of people asking about why am I not playing and why did I not go out on loan and this and that, and it's something that obviously we didn't want to share until this moment, because obviously what's coming up is probably needs to be said now. So it's just to kind of make everyone aware that I've had a chronic kidney disease my whole kind of playing career, and that's where it's at. Yeah.
So needing a kidney transplant, does that sort of put things into context quite a lot for you?
Massively, yeah. I've known I've needed a kidney transplant for probably 12 years on now. So yeah, it does, and it always has done. Listen, I've loved my whole career in football. It's been absolutely brilliant. It has. So many obviously ups and downs, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, my health has always been a priority, as it should be for everyone. You know, football's a game at the end of the day. You know, we're talking about life-threatening diseases and illnesses as such. So yeah, my perspective, my whole life has been priority as myself, my family first, and even more so now. Football's been great, but yeah, there's certain things that need to take over that, and this is one of them.
I mean, if anyone needed a transplant, that's quite a scary situation. You're an athlete, your body is your livelihood. How do you sort of deal with that? Does it help that this hasn't been sprung on you? You've known it's been coming?
Yeah, well, I've prepared myself obviously my whole life, knowing, not my whole life, my whole career, knowing that this was the end goal. Of course, we wanted it to happen after football and have a successful career, then do it at say 40 years old. But the way recent results have went, it's going to come quicker than that. So we're talking probably, I think it's hoping to get done by the end of April. So when people are asking these questions, why is he not doing this and why is he not doing that? Here's your reason now. This is it. I've got kidney failure, and that's it. So it's a part of me opening out about it. People had to build these things up, and of course there were certain reasons why to not tell anyone, because people, football clubs, businesses, whatever, they might not want to employ you as such. So there was reasons to keep it, but now knowing that my career is towards the end of my career, I've taken the decision to pick health over football this season, especially. And yeah, we just you kind of just want to get it over and done with now, to be honest with you. It's been creeping on us for so long, especially the last 18 months. It's like I'd rather kind of go get it done with and do the recovery and get going again.
You mentioned hopefully it'll be done in April, the operation. What's the process been like for that? Has COVID impacted it all?
Yeah, well, the plan was to get it done in March, so I'd be coming up to it soon. We'd worked up my donors, one of my best mates, and my brother are getting worked up to, so one of them are going to transplant, which is fantastic from them. And as I said before, we've had a good few options of people who are willing to give me a kidney, which is I owe my life to them. It's absolutely amazing what my close friends and family are offering me. So it's I don't know, it's strange. It is strange at the end of the day. Like it's creeping up on us, and and that's just. That's it, I've just got to get on with it. Like, that's where my kind of mind's at just now. I just want to get it done, and that's where I'm at.
It's got to be pretty humbling having that many people come forward and offer you a kidney.
It is, yeah. It is. It's great, yeah. And there's so many benefits for myself to have obviously a living donor, and obviously I'm going to get it before I go into dialysis. So there's so many pros for me to get it done sooner rather than later. Because I can hold on and go into dialysis and finish my career, no problem. Yeah, of course I can. But there comes a point where, listen, football's absolutely fantastic, it is. But if I've got the choice of getting a kidney transplant and recover quick and get back out there, or going to coach and do it now, or grind out, go on dialysis 4 times a week and stuff, then come on, there's certain things that just got to be done, and it's one for me. So hopefully we can get it done by the end of April. As you said there, COVID has delayed things, but again, we're just living in a world just now where there's just so much uncertainty going on. there's so much doubt in everything. It's just like, I've fallen into that category because all transplants are on hold. So it is a bit of a blow, of course, but at the same time, then it is what it is. This COVID's obviously impacted the world in such a terrible way. I can understand why the kidney things and that have been delayed to a certain extent.
I know you've been doing a bit of coaching, shadowing the under-23s coaches and under-18s as part of your badges. Just talk us through that and how you've enjoyed that.
It's been great, to be fair. Yeah, like as I said, I took the decision upon myself at the start of the season to not go on loan, and again in January to not go on loan. I had options, and I chose not to because my health was my priority. And I said to myself, right, okay, what happens if I get a kidney transplant? I can't come back and play football. I need to have a backup somewhere. I've said, yeah, I'd like to be a coach and a manager. Yeah, of course I would, but I had no experience. I just done it on computers and this and that. I wanted to actually go out there. So at that moment in time, I spoke to the manager and said, listen, I'm going to do this, I think, and he was great with me, and the club have been. So I got in touch with Colin and Pem down the 23s and Wiggs and Ali at the 18s, and they've welcomed me and I learned a lot from them, and I went in, and now I take the 23s on a Monday, 18s on a Tuesday, and it's spot on. I put across my ideas of things, and they give me constructive criticism, and yeah, it's been great. So it gives me the option now after football, after this transplant as such. I've got a 3-month recovery after this. I'm 32 years old. Will I want to come back and play football? Will I physically and mentally be ready to play football again, or do I go down the coaching role? And I've went into the coaching role quite comfortably, which is good for me. So it gives me that option. And at the end of the day, if I go back and play football, which is my aim, of course, I want to go back and play. I'm 32. I'm not going to play till I'm 38, and my body wouldn't allow that, no chance. But I can play till 35, no problem. I'm not going to go play in the Premier League in that now. It's too fast for me. It probably always has been, actually. But listen, I know where I'm at in my career, and that's it. And if it comes to that time, and I want to go down the coaching role, if there's something here at Fulham, then that would give me a decision to make. If there was something here, then that'd probably be my main decision, is if I was to take up coaching somewhere like this or elsewhere, or go back and play. So yeah, we'll wait and see.
You say that 3-month recovery time. That seems quite surprisingly short for an operation like that, which is pleasing, I guess.
To be fair, I think after speaking to the surgeon and my kidney team, and the work they can do, the technology, that's absolutely brilliant. It is. The plan was to actually get it done like robotically, so the guy pretty much just sits like playing a computer, and he's controlling the robot actually does the transplant. So it's unbelievable, but because of COVID, I think that's off for the time being. So I'll be getting it done by the surgeon, who's meant to be one of the best in the UK, and I've got full trust in him. But the recovery period, 3 months to get back to, and that's to go back to full training. That's if I want to go back to full training. I think to recovery properly, to go and work in a normal job, I think you're talking less than that, maybe 2 months. So we'll see how it goes. I'm never going to know. That's the answers. I'm never going to know until I get it done and how I feel. So that's just a matter of time.
You're quite a laid-back guy, but do you feel a bit of anxiety going into something like this?
I think this is the important thing, which I'm getting a message across in terms of people wanting to speak out about these things, where they don't want to speak out, and they're quite hesitant to say these things, and there's so much these days about your mental health and stuff. I'm fortunately enough, I'm not in that position. Anxiety-wise, I'm all right. I'm fine. At the end of the day, I've got a kidney transplant. I've got kidney failure. I'm stage 5 kidney failure just now. So I need this transplant. That's it. There's no. We'll do this, do that. Like, I need it, or I go into dialysis. I'm there four times a week doing dialysis until I get a kidney transplant. So the end goal is a kidney transplant, regardless if it's now 6 months' time, a year time. That's the end goal. So in my eyes, I want to get it done now, I want to get it over and done with, and make sure everything's right with it, and start my recovery and get back again. So and by then hopefully COVID and that's all settled down. This is all done. I can live a normal life again.
And just finally, I know you've been watching the boys from home. Just wondered what you made of recent performances. I
think they've been top drawer, to be honest with you. Like I've watched it like most games, and I've spoke to TC regularly about it and stuff. And they always will. Like, no matter what happens here, like Fulham's been my club. That's it. And I wanted to, even at this moment in time, to say thanks to everyone for that, because doctors on the first hand, doctors at this club being spot on, management, people above Tony Khan being absolutely top drawer with me. I've got a great relationship with Tony, and everyone involved in the club has helped me. Medical side of things, playing style, everything. Fans have been absolutely brilliant. You know, so I thank everyone. Most likely, I'm going to leave the club at the end of the season. Yeah, that's the way it is. That's football. If there's a coaching role here, then we can cross that bridge when it comes to it. But you know, I've had an absolute great time at this club. You know, and Fulham's my team. I peaked as a footballer at Fulham. I played in a team which was an unbelievable time. Like at the time we were great, and I was part of a great team, and I've got no hard feelings about this club. The way it's coming towards their end, you know, that's it. Like so, and that side of things, yeah, like yeah, it has been great, and I watch the games now, and I think they've improved so much as a team. Like they really have. Like the manager's got them playing well. They know they've all bought into his ideas, especially for the style. I know the manager wouldn't want to sometimes sit in and play defensive football all the time. I know that's not his style, but he's adjusted to the league absolutely brilliantly, and it's worked. And yeah, there's still a long road ahead of them. Yeah, of course there is, but I've had full confidence in them staying up from the start. And even when they were 10 points down and everyone was probably doubting a lot of them, I stand by it. I stand by what the manager stands for, the way they play and everything. And I think if they continue on that path the way they are, they'll stay up in the league, and that's where they deserve to be, and they can look to kick on next year.
Kev, appreciate your candour as always, and yeah, you know, all of us at Fulham, I'm sure all the fans just all wish you the best for the operation and your recovery after that, mate.